What's up, people? So I woke up to a freaky situation this morning. I don't get freaked out too often, but this is one of the situations. It was probably about 4 this morning, and I woke up to a loud scream. You can't make this shit up. It was just over here by these big trees. I don't know. I'm trying to describe it. It was like a, like really loud like that. And what really freaked me out is when I got up, I got my gun, my flashlight, was looking around. And when I came out of the trailer over here, Tucker and Daisy were just sitting there, didn't bark one time, but were staring off towards the scream. I don't know, that freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what animal out here screams. My first thought was like it was a hurt animal, but the way the dogs, like how they did not react, I don't know, it was just weird. But I don't know if there's screeching owls out here or anything. Comment down below. I'm not familiar with Oklahoma too much. I don't even know if that's a thing here in Oklahoma. So that or any animal that you think might scream like that. Do possums scream? Or raccoons? Or I have no idea, but it was freaking loud. It had to be, I don't know, close to where this tree is over here next to where I am. This big tree where I had this big wood pile that I was clearing out. If I flip you around this way, you can see how far away it is from the trailer. So maybe a little bit further, maybe 35, 40 feet away. But yeah, it freaked me out. Like I was dead asleep. And then within like I don't know, 20 seconds or so, I was outside with my flashlight and the gun ready to go. I had no idea what that thing was, but you never know what you're going to get out here in the middle of the woods, I'll tell you that. But once again, comment down below if there are screeching owls or whatever else you think might scream like that. It wasn't the goats either. Goats have a distinct scream, or at least mine do. I know their scream, so it wasn't them. But like I said, the kicker to all this was that the dogs were just sitting there looking. Jason and Danielle know that anytime there's any noise out here, at least one of the dogs barks, and there was no barking whatsoever. So yeah, it's just a weird situation. But anyways, I just got done feeding everybody. Talk about waking up quick. I didn't even have to have a cup of coffee this morning. But I just got done feeding everybody. The meat birds go through water so fast. So finally I found a metal water that I bought down in Texas. I think it's supposed to help it not freeze so much. Not that it's freezing anymore out here, but that way we don't have to keep watering them every single day. We'll still check whenever we feed them and stuff just to make sure they're good. But I think that water source should last them at least 2 or 3 days minimum. But they're definitely getting bigger. Yeah, they're doing absolutely great out there, being I guess not free range, but they're on the grass, starting to nip at the grass. I started throwing out the scratch and stuff, or the crumble, whatever it is for the babies. But yeah, you can see I got Soybean over here, little Sawyer. He was actually in a pretty good mood this morning. He's been following me around while I was feeding all the animals. I got Daisy over there getting humped by Baxter. Look at him. He turned back, said, "Are you recording me?" All right, he's done. Anyways, that is a daily occurrence out here. I'd say at least 15, 20 times a day he does that to all the dogs. But check this out, guys. Look how green it is now. All the leaves are still trying to grow in, so they're not full size yet. I believe all these oak trees have like the really big leaves. So once they start filling in, this place is definitely going to be shaded really good. And my only concern is the solar panels on the roof. Yesterday was fairly sunny throughout the day, but this morning I looked at the the Jackery and it was at 0%, and that's what's charging my refrigerator. So I'm gonna have to run the generator this morning for a few hours to charge up the batteries. My Ocmo is still at full capacity, but once again it does cut off and on, so it doesn't keep the refrigerator going. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. But I am going to run into town. I got to upload this video, and I also got to upload my video from yesterday when I was cleaning out the path down to the creek. Fed it to the goats, as you guys saw. The dogs are getting freaking huge. Now you saw up front, I have a windmill now. Shout out to a viewer who sent it to me. She said that she's one of my older viewers, and she said that she gets on, I believe it was Amazon, and she's always thinking about us. And she sent me an email and said, "Hey, I'm going to be sending you a windmill, so keep an eye out." So I put that thing together. Unfortunately, Oklahoma has a lot of wind. Part of it broke, I'm not gonna lie, the very top part of it, but I'm pretty sure I could fix it. I think it was a bolt that came off. If not, then I'll figure out a way to get that fixed. But as you saw in the video, it looks awesome. So thank you, you know who you are for that. And then another viewer sent me that wind chime. They said that wind chimes are just peaceful. It brings a lot of peace with all the sounds and stuff. So I put that over there under the big tree that I cleared out. And then I hung up the swing that Matt had gave Jason and I for our birthday, I believe, back in Texas like 8 years ago. It's just been sitting out over here where the side-by-side is. And I've been trying to figure out a place for it. And I figured, why not up there in the front? If I want to go sit up there, just enjoy a breeze, watch the sunset and stuff, I think that'd be awesome. Y'all saw I did plant some of those iris plants, and iris, not Irish. So hopefully that's what they are, because I plant them all along my driveway. I need to go back in and water everything real good. I think it's supposed to rain later, so I may hold off on that. And then I put some iris around the Texas flag and lined it with rocks, as y'all saw in the video. So things are starting to shape up. There's some good news with my property down in Texas. I am getting a lot of interest, and I've had a couple of offers now. I'm going to wait to hold off before I mention anything else about that. But I'm hoping everything goes smooth, and yeah, I'm just very excited where things are going. I definitely could use the money right now, because we're getting ready to build these houses, and with inflation, everything is through the roof. And people always ask, when are you starting the house? When are you starting the house? Building a house is freaking expensive, especially when you do it from the ground up. Trying to maintain everything else. Jason and Danielle are starting theirs here soon. But we do have Shootdang Fest coming up, and I think realistically we're going to wait until Shootdang Fest is over. I think let all that stuff clear out, let everything just calm down, and then we'll do a fresh start, get these houses rocking and rolling. Once my property does sell, I will be paying for the electric to be put in and the water for the wells and stuff. So that's exciting stuff that we don't actually have to do physically. We'll pay somebody to do that. But you can see in the background over there, hopefully, the flag's starting to wave a little bit more. So hopefully the audio is not too bad. I don't have the microphone on my phone this morning. But yeah, one last thing I guess I'll end it on this, since I'm right here and it just reminded me. I have this wood chipper that Jason had from the off-grid. I always get asked how come I don't chip up all the little limbs and stuff. We've used this one before on the off-grid, and you have to have straight limbs for this thing to be able to chip it up really good. So out here, if you can't tell, none of these trees are really straight over here. They're all at angles. All the branches are all wanga, is what we always say. I think Empty Homestead called out Danielle on one of the videos for her using the word wanga, it was funny. She had a big kick out of that. But that's one of the reasons why I haven't used it yet. I'll try it out and see, but like I said, it's going to be hit or miss if it's actually going to work or not. But I can also see, puberty. I can also see why people say that. I can use it in flower beds and all sorts of stuff. So anyways, I'm going to wrap up this video. Once again, comment down below on what the hell screamed next to my trailer last night. So hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Bye, people.